Full slate today. Well, full panel is what I was looking for.
Full house, full barn.
Packed in here like
packed
sardines.
to the gills.
Full load. Loaded diaper.
I wonder if we're going to get some thunder sounds in today's recording.
No, Clayton's girlfriend's not coming anywhere near.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Do I hear
And it's carpet now. It'll be a little less loud.
up the stairs though?
Creaking. Might not be like the...
I hear it fall through.
Truth.
All right, what are we doing for intro music this week?
I say we do Thunderstruck now.
Thunderstruck. Oh!
We were just talking about the thunder.
We need a beer.
No, I'm not playing Thunder. I'm not playing that.
Censorship.
You think of Thunderstruck then?
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Thunder.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Thunder.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Thunder.
I was caught in the middle of a railroad track.
I'm impressed that you got that.
That was good. Yeah, that was good.
They call me Bon Scott.
What about Ken Scott?
No, Bon Scott, the lead singer of AC/DC that died on his own puke.
What about Dirty
wow.
Michelle?
Yeah.
Drugs.
No, I think it was alcohol.
Alcohol.
The liquid drugs.
The good stuff.
The liquid drugs.
The driving drugs.
I'm just drunk
Aiming
driving
fluid.
again.
Yes.
What may I say?
Steering fluid.
Steering fluid. Anyways, welcome back to Last Stop Sports Talk Podcast. Today is Tuesday, September 24th, and here on episode 39, I'm joined by Jared Mink, Keegan Kropp, Cletus Smith, Isaac Gunnell, and I'm Cody Kropp. We're going to get right into it. So, from here on out, just to save... I don't know how to say that. Make it easier to listen to, make it easier to consume. We're going to split up our review and preview into 2 episodes. Just kind of make the episodes a little bit shorter, a little bit easier to consume, and just kind of easier and nicer in general.
More
So that makes it
efficient.
super long.
More efficient. Well, it's going to be the same content, just split up over 2
exact
episodes.
content.
Yeah.
We're just going to chop it in the middle.
Just
Make you feel less bloated.
yeah, whenever people look at an episode that's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours long, like I don't know, get kind of scared. 'cause
Overwhelmed.
They can't last that long like we can.
Right.
Yeah, we are pro edgers.
Yeah.
I practice with Cletus daily.
We're always gooning.
People are gonna think I didn't change my clothes though.
Oh yeah. We're recording both these episodes on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of lasting long, I got a co-ed naked football shirt on.
Pretty good.
It's a game of inches.
It's a game of inches.
Inches.
Where did you get that?
Myrtle Beach.
That's awesome.
I know.
Did you get it at the Salvation Army?
No, it was at a store that sold them. My favorite one that I saw was co-ed naked trucking. Don't truck too fast, you'll lose your load.
Okay, well, you find some interesting stuff at the Salvation Army. Like, Keegan McCann found a Pittsburgh jersey, but instead of like the gold star or like the yellow star on the Steeler emblem, it was a something about the Jews.
Oh yeah, it
That's
was
because
the star.
They shot up the
It's the
synagogue.
Star
Oh
of
yeah,
David.
that was in Pittsburgh.
That's
yeah.
what I was for because that
Pittsburgh synagogue tribute.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh yeah, there was a shooting, wasn't there?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
We just talked about you dinglins.
Yep. There was.
Are you stupid?
I don't
You know,
know.
I haven't been here in a while, and you're so stupid.
That was like 2-3
Some
years
things
ago
never
now.
change.
Oh, it's been
It was
longer
that
than that.
Well, that's why I
probably
don't
been
You're
remember.
probably in high school.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was like 2018.
Wow, I was in high school.
Pittsburgh synagogue shooting. Here we go. It's
Here we go. Now we're in the good stuff.
yeah, 2018.
What did I say?
October 27th.
You're an historical analysis.
Historian.
You're like Mike Wallace.
He has his ears pierced.
Okay.
Hey, don't forget your mail-in ballots, boys. Mail-in ballots, get them sent in, get registered to vote.
Be sure
to
to
vote.
do mail in and in person. That way you count for 2 people.
And you get your dead grandma, grandpa,
Yep.
your dead cat.
Sign 'em
get
up.
them all signed up. You know, Fluffy wants to vote this time.
Yep. And your Mexican gardener.
Yep.
All right.
Oh God.
That's illegal because we don't require
Yep.
ID.
Hey.
Let's go. Alrighty.
What happened in the sports
All
world?
right, let's get right into it. This full barn starting off hot as I expected. So for this episode, this is just gonna be. Today we're just gonna be doing the NFL Week 3 review, and we're gonna follow that up with our Chris Collinsworth Glaze segment, where we're just glazing someone for a standout hot performance from the past week. So, with nothing else to say there, let's head right into the Week 3 review. So we have a few college games that we're going to go over from the past week, and then obviously the full NFL slate. So let's get right into it, starting with some college games.
So, number 24, Illinois took on number 22, Nebraska at Nebraska. Illinois ended up walking away with a victory, 31-24. That was an awesome game. I watched that, and Patrick Mahomes Jr., a.k.a.
Raiola. Yeah,
Dylan Raiola, he looked really freaking good. They came out slinging the gun right away. I'm surprised. I picked Nebraska to win this game, but they ended up losing, and they kind of shot themselves in the foot in overtime. Super exciting game, but Raiola, he's going to be good for years to come, but he pretty much lost the game for themselves by taking sacks at the end and running the complete opposite direction in overtime. Other than that, he looked really good.
Though, right?
True freshman. I mean,
yeah.
You're going to learn from that sort of stuff. But super exciting game, but Illinois, their ranking moved up to 19, I think. So
They're in another
they're
good game.
They're a Big Ten contender.
They're against Penn State this week.
Did
They are.
Nebraska drop?
Yeah, they're
They
out.
probably dropped.
Yep.
Yeah.
They'll get back in there.
All right, so then another college game that we went over for the preview show. So number 11 USC lost to number 18 Michigan 27-24. So one takeaway that I had for USC, I guess like Big Ten, growing up, we all kind of saw that the Big Ten teams, they have that like hard nose, strong, down and dirty play style that Big Ten teams kind of are historically been known for. USC just doesn't play like that. And they got absolutely obliterated in this game by Michigan's defense. Michigan's defense, that takes me to my takeaway for them. Their defense is absolutely elite. 8 of their starters on defense are projected to be drafted in the 2025 draft. 3 of them projected to go in the first round. So their cornerback, Will Johnson, is number 2 overall right now. Defensive tackle, Mason Graham, is number 6 overall. And defensive tackle, Kenneth Grant, is number 23 overall right now in the consensus rankings. But this team just absolutely kicked the teeth out of USC. Miller Moss was looking scared. They were getting after him all day long. Michigan, all they did was run the ball, too. They had Alex Orji, baby.
Orji.
Yeah. I wonder if people were like throwing condoms during this game. I would love that. But
I don't know if those
Instead
are
of-
used in orgies.
Instead of confetti, they dropped it in the game.
just condoms.
Yeah.
But he didn't honestly do too much. He went 7 for 12 for 32 yards in the air. It was really the running backs that's where they dealt all the damage. And Orji's a runner himself. That just feels so weird to say his name.
What a great name.
It's phenomenal. But Kalel Mullings went 17 for 29 or 159 and 2 on the ground, and Donovan Edwards went 14 for 74 and 1 on the ground as well. And yeah, as I said, they just outmuscled them, and just kind of, oh man, we lost video. You got to be kidding me.
Oh, no.
Turn off the lights.
Damn. All right, Cletus, go try to get it fixed.
Oh, man.
Okay, say that again, Isaac. We're
All I gotta
back.
say about Michigan is they're not that good.
Explain.
They won.
Yeah, they won. They did win, but yeah, they're not.
They got smacked by Texas the week before.
Oh, yeah, they
Texas
certainly
is number
did.
1.
They're not. They are not a top 10 team in the nation.
No, they're not.
No,
No.
they're not.
But their defense is.
Oh, their defense is low. Their offense is horrible.
Their defense might be.
You know why?
Number
Because they
one.
don't have J.J. McCarthy
Handoff king.
No.
and Blake Corum.
Yeah. Yeah, they lost everybody. So like, yeah. Well, also Jim Harbaugh and their
And
defensive coordinator
Jim.
Jesse Minter.
Jim is
But
big.
yeah, all
Big
in all,
deal.
it was just Michigan. I don't think it's gonna go far, like Isaac said.
Yeah,
But
and they're not skilling signs this season. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Cheap
But
bastards.
all right, another game that we went over. So Utah, who was number 12, beat Oklahoma
Utes.
State, who was number 14. They beat them 20-19. Honestly, Oklahoma State, their quarterback situation is absolutely ass. I don't know if anybody else watched this game. It was so bad. If this team had any consistent talent at quarterback to threaten their opponents, they would be in the college football playoff, in my opinion. But they don't have that at all. The rest of the team, in my opinion, look good. But they know that their quarterback is not gonna. Their quarterback at the beginning of the game was Alan Bowman. He got benched mid-game. The backup came in. I can't even remember his name, but he looked like ass too. So eventually they threw Bowman back into the game because the backup quarterback looked so bad, and Bowman tried to do a garbage time comeback, and it just didn't work. But all in all, their playmakers that they have on this Oklahoma State team are good, and I wish that they could have had some kind of quarterback play so that they could have made this comeback real and win the game. Because honestly, Utah, in my opinion, Utah is overrated. Kyle Whittingham is a legit coach, and he does well with his team. But the offense was just one-dimensional. They couldn't put Oklahoma State away. They allowed them to come back. That defense, they allowed them to come back with their pass defense. They were doing well stopping Ollie Gordon on the ground. He was the only one they were worried about on offense, understandably so. But Oklahoma State, just in my opinion, felt like the better team as a whole because all Utah could do was just run the ball. They weren't great passing either. Except for whenever they passed it to Dorian Singer, who's the number 1 wide receiver. But
who was the quarterback who played?
It was
Isaac
Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah, so because Cam Rising is still out.
I feel like if Cam Rising plays, it's a different outcome.
For sure, yeah. And Isaac Wilson, for a true freshman, he did well coming in there. He put up good numbers, but they just after halftime. After the third quarter, basically, they kind of just stalled out. Yeah. And Oklahoma State scored 16 points in the fourth quarter to almost come back. So
I didn't watch that game, but I watched Utah the week before, and it was the same thing.
Just one-dimensional. Yeah. They're either going to run it with Micah Bernard or pass it to Dorian Singer, and you can't make it far in the playoff doing that. So I don't have very high hopes for them for the playoff in the future.
Okay.
Interesting.
Anyways.
Then we had number 6 Tennessee coming in to Norman, Oklahoma to take on number 15 Oklahoma. This was the highlight game of the day. This was where college game day was, so it was a big deal. It was a primetime game. And it was an exciting game. There was a lot of turnovers.
A lot of injuries.
But
Pat McAfee
trolled Boomer Sooner Nation, but Tennessee ended up winning 25-15, and I mean that score looks closer than it actually was in the game because Oklahoma scored a touchdown in garbage time with less than a minute left in the game. Oklahoma's got quarterback problems. I think it was pretty clear. Taking out, I can't remember his name.
Jackson Arnold,
thank you, and then putting in that other kid who's a freshman.
Yeah.
And the only reason they took him out is because he got hurt, but then they put him back in one play later. But the Oklahoma actually seemed to have a little spark with him under center. But Tennessee was just too much for them to even handle. What was his
Yama
name?
Liava.
Yeah.
Squirrel Johnson.
Yeah.
What a great name.
That's their running back, right?
No, he's a wide receiver, I believe.
Okay.
And then I can't remember the other guy, but Nico.
Yama Liava.
Thank you, because I can't pronounce that.
I'm a Liva.
Put his name into the Heisman conversation with that game.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's in the top 5 there. Now.
Another 2 freshmen.
So, pretty exciting. But it was clear that Tennessee is probably going to make a deep run, and they deserve to be top 10 in the nation right now, and they gave Oklahoma a brutal welcome to the SEC.
Squirrel White.
Oh, Squirrel White.
Squirrel.
That was a painful game to watch. They were just turning the ball over every other possession.
Yeah.
I was in there watching. I would turn off half, and I was like, I can't watch these turnovers anymore.
Tennessee would mess up and have a turnover. Oklahoma would, a big deal for Oklahoma to create a turnover. Very next play, turn it right back over. You had great field position and everything and just couldn't execute. So.
Well done.
It happened 3 different times.
Yeah.
We got the ball.
Well, if it was a strip sack or interception, whatever it was just painful. They were not executing.
It was painful. It would have been better off to punt the ball like Will Levis was week 1.
Yeah. That being said, let's get into some NFL games from week 3.
Patriots took on the Jets on Thursday Night Football.
Nice.
And the Patriots sucked so much cock.
Yeah, what happened?
Aaron Rodgers took them to his darkness retreat and had his way with them.
All right.
Wow.
He told Jacoby, welcome to the rice fields.
Okay.
Moving on.
The Jets won 24-3. Aaron Rodgers, he had, I think, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 300 yards.
No, 281.
Yeah, same thing.
Because his streak is still going without a 300-yard passing game. It's 23 games.
Yeah, but Jets defense looked really good, but the Patriots offense just was not doing anything. They had 0 run game at all, and they had no passing game to begin with. So that continued with Sauce Gardner still out there. So Patriots, terrible game. It's what we expected from week 1. So finally, their true colors are showing.
I think the problem was they didn't establish the run early on.
Well, they just
And they got behind, so they
Yeah.
couldn't have time to establish a run. We watched the game together, Cletus.
we did.
And I was like, they need to establish a run, but they're already down 14.
Yeah, once they started running, they were just getting stuffed. And, yeah. But then Aaron was playing great. Garrett Wilson didn't catch enough yards for my parlay to hit.
Yeah.
Everything else did. Yeah, everyone.
That's gambling, baby.
That is gambling.
That's
touchy
why I
subject.
re-deleted the app.
Redeleted.
I haven't gambled at all yet this
I probably
year.
should too.
I was up big
Yeah.
going into last night. Then I had a lot of faith in Joe Burrow, but we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
We'll get
I'm going to kill that guy.
this.
But yeah, Jets, they just had a good game all around.
Yep. They're looking good.
Well, you know who else had a good game? Danny Dimes, baby. Giants beat the Browns 21-15. Here's my takeaway for the Giants. And this is not a hyperbole. This is not an exaggeration. Malik Nabers is already a top 15 wide receiver in the NFL.
I can see
Agreed.
it.
And that should not be argued
Nope,
either.
it's a-
That is legit. Malik Nabers is carrying Danny Dimes' ass, his sorry ass, all the way to a new contract.
He's even no.
Probably not a new
not-
contract.
Now that is
Unless
a
it's for less
hyperbole.
money.
Not to a new contract, but he had 12 targets, 8 catches, 78 yards, and 2 touchdowns in this game. Last week, he just had like 15 targets. I can't remember. He had like 10 catches,
Yeah,
over
it was
100 yards
ridiculous.
last week. Malik Nabers is his whole offense. That's what we've been saying all season so far. But Daniel Jones he actually looked okay in this game. He went 24 for 34, 236 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Danny Dimes, Myles Garrett was coming on him all game long, and Danny Dimes wasn't flinching. He wasn't looking as scared this game. So and of course, this is the game that I didn't have to start Daniel Jones because I picked up Andy Dalton. I love Andy Dalton. But anyways,
Are you telling me you're buying stock
No.
in the Giants?
no, I'm selling my. So that goes into my takeaway with the Browns. The Browns have the worst vibes in the NFL right now.
Oh, yeah, they do. And I love
Like
it.
they are
Browns
paying
suck.
they are stuck paying Deshaun Watson all this money, and they keep losing all these games. The fans are tired of it. They
And they're
had
used
some
to
hope.
it.
Yeah, they might be, but they had some hope with Joe Flacco, and now that Joe Flacco's gone, and Deshaun Watson looks the same as he has ever since.
Leaving Houston?
Yeah, ever since leaving Houston.
He's playing too tight. He's not getting enough massages. Or
Seriously, there has to be there. I mean, that's why we keep saying that. Like, he's not allowed massages. I'm sure, like anywhere, but like understandably so. But like,
He can go to Green, will go to a Chinese place. I'm sure
Well,
that
maybe, yeah. But he's got to be so tight. No massages since like 2020.
Well,
Cletus needs to lose.
I'm thinking that he's still playing really tight because 6 more cases just popped up, and he's like, "Oh, you only found 6 more."
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Thank God
But-
it's only 6.
But the Browns
been
are
60.
down in the dumps. Every year the fans come out. They're like, "This is our year." Yeah, it's not your year. The Browns might have the number 1 pick.
Has Myles Garrett done anything yet? Because if
No.
he has, I haven't heard about it.
No, he shouldn't have won DPOY last year.
Oh, we
so
know
now
that,
he's
yeah.
he's just having the same year,
Well,
and people are like, "Yeah."
He did do a pregame interview with Fox before the game. That's all
In
I've
his
seen.
defense,
They do
I would
something.
probably just
That's
say,
all I've seen from him so
I'd
far.
probably just say screw it
So
at this
same as
point,
me,
too.
then.
Yeah.
If I was Myles Garrett, but yeah, this team sucks. I'm getting paid either way. I'm just going to go out here and go through the motions.
But yeah, if Browns won 1 game.
Yeah, they're 1-2. They're second in the division.
Yeah, but if I had to like make power rankings, I think Browns would be last for me.
The
I saw power
Bengals
rankings,
looked
too.
horrible last night, Keegan.
No.
No.
Stop.
Yes.
They put up what?
They scored 33
Their
points.
defense couldn't stop a nosebleed.
Stop it. The Browns.
They, yeah,
the only
but
Browns
if they played
win
the
was against-
Browns, they'd easily outscore the Browns.
Yeah.
All day long.
That game's going to be closer than you think.
It
Listen,
should.
I am not ready to write off the Browns.
No,
Like,
I'm
the
done.
Browns
Hi,
and Bengals
man.
are battling for the bottom of the division, okay?
Obviously.
Well, the
Bengals will come
division,
back. They're not-
yeah, the AFC North.
But I'm not ready to say the Browns are a lot better. They're a lot worse than the Bengals.
Oh, they are a ton
They're
worse.
a lot worse right now.
Yeah, it's not close.
The Bengals, I bet you the 5 of us could go play better defense than the Bengals were last night.
No.
No,
disagree
but
with
they
that.
did look bad. I'll give you that. We'll get there.
Yeah,
Their
well,
offense scores points, so that's helpful.
That's the difference.
yeah, the Browns are bad on defense and offense.
And
Anyway,
special teams.
And special teams. Anyways, Cletus, take us to our next game.
Yeah, next
All right,
game here.
Bears Colts. Yeah, Bears lost to the Colts 16-21, which is way closer than it was. Yet again, did they get 2 touchdowns in garbage time?
They scored 13 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It was a comeback. It wasn't garbage.
No, it was garbage because Caleb Williams is at the helm, and he's the least clutch quarterback in the NFL. He's also the worst draft pick
Have you seen
from
Will
last
Levis
year.
play?
Yeah, they
No,
were
he's
down.
good.
They were
He's
down.
lost 3 games in a row.
They were down 21-0. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong game. Hang on, stupid. Keep going, please. Sorry.
Yeah, but I'll just keep dogging.
Caleb Williams has thrown for the most passing yards in a game this season by any quarterback.
He has
Alright.
because they were all in the fourth quarter during garbage time. While
I'm going to defend
Anthony
Caleb
Richardson
Williams.
was getting a
will
massage
too.
on the
Someone's got to
sidelines.
defend the guy. He's in Chicago, Cletus.
They
No one's ever done anything in Chicago as a quarterback.
they've built around him. He was there.
Jay Cutler, yeah.
was there, probably.
Rex Grossman took him to a Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah, with one of the greatest defenses ever assembled.
Well, why don't they do that again?
Because
Do
it's
that?
Chicago.
Like, I feel bad for Caleb Williams.
Well, he has receivers.
Yeah.
Stop it.
He's a terrible coach.
Okay. He has receivers.
Make-
Malik Willis looks great in Green Bay. You know why? Because he's got
He's
a
a
great
good coach.
The coach does not make you throw 5 interceptions.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
the
but
coach
coaches also, what Kean and Carson and all the Crops always say, coaches can scheme open players.
Yeah,
You
but
can,
I
but
don't
that
say
doesn't
that.
mean you
All
throw
right,
it to
Cody
the
does.
defender.
The other two do.
I'm
Yeah.
not as strong though.
I do.
Just because the coach doesn't scheme up a way for the receiver to get more open doesn't mean you throw the ball to the defender instead.
All right, I mean,
And he has rushing ability, allegedly. Why does he get sacked? Why does he get sacked so much?
Allegedly.
all right, I'm gonna let Cody defend Caleb Williams.
I feel for the guy because he's in Chicago. We know he's got the talent.
No.
I know he's got the talent. He's just stuck in Chicago, and I'm on that turf. And I think he's just in the whole area of a rookie quarterback getting overwhelmed and having way too many expectations. He can say he doesn't get nervous and all that shit. He is. And he's letting it get to him right now. And yeah, it's making him play like absolute garbage.
He's probably biting his
I
painted
bet that
fingernails.
he's going to play even worse next game after watching how
Okay.
well Jaden Daniels just did.
Okay, yeah, there's a chance.
I think that's going
exactly,
to get
yeah.
in his head.
Jane Daniels
Yeah, it
has
could.
a lot better coaching staff than Chicago.
Yeah.
That's
Like, Cliff
Cliff
Kingsbury
Kingsbury.
was very intelligent in Arizona.
Dan Quinn at the helm.
Dan Quinn, yeah. Like, Matt Eberflus should have been fired last offseason.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
Yep.
And they kept him around. I don't know why.
Because the Lord and Savior Caleb Williams is coming, and it was all going to be
It's
fixed.
all going to be fixed.
It'll all be fixed.
Yeah. I think it's just getting to him.
What quarterback could come in as a rookie and win instantly in Chicago?
Maybe C.J. Stroud.
CJ Stroud might have.
But that's
Andrew
just that's
Luck,
just
maybe.
that's
Andrew
yeah
Luck.
yeah.
That's pretty much what he did on the Colts.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm not giving Caleb a free pass, and he has a lot of
No,
talent on
I'm
his
not
roster,
either.
But
Yeah.
you also have to conceptualize he's in Chicago.
Yeah, but like
They have the bean.
Yeah.
They're the losers of the NFC North. They're the laughing stock. Detroit got fixed before Chicago did.
That's because their higher ups are geniuses.
Exactly.
And Chicago has people from Meadville, Pennsylvania working in their front office.
no, Ryan Poles is bringing in all the right guys. Matt
bringing in the right guys.
Eberflus is just he's pulling their pants down in the locker room.
Yeah.
And measuring them.
Yeah.
Like,
Smith from San Francisco.
no, Jerry Jones.
Jerry
You
Jones.
see,
yeah.
you see, there's the TikTok live, and Jerry
No.
Jones started talking like, yeah, he's got an 8-inch dick on him.
What?
Jerry Jones said that.
he just
No,
walks.
he probably didn't.
Yes, he did. It was on a live.
It was on TikTok.
Jerry Jones walks.
TikTok reports.
Jerry Jones
all
walks
real.
into the showers and he's just smacking asses, going down the line of the team.
Good
Smacking.
game. Good game.
Jerry Jones is naked too.
Little
Balls.
grab on
Oh,
that.
for sure. Yeah.
He's kicking his balls.
Jamie Foxx, that was it. Jamie Foxx was live, and then he ended it right after he started talking about their dicks.
8-inch
Oh.
dick.
I'm gonna have to go find that. That sounds hilarious.
I got it right here.
Oh,
Anyways, Cletus, you got anything else on the Bears Colts
Hold
game?
on, we're deep in
Oh, okay.
TikTok reports.
I love thug music.
We're definitely getting copyrighted.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to listen to
Skip-
Jerry Jones. Come on. It's coming.
It sounded like he was just joking around.
It did sound like he was
8.5
joking around.
inch
Still
dick.
funny though.
8.5-inch dick.
All right.
Like, Jerry Jones is happily married, and he's like 90, so he's not switching sides now.
5'9", 180 pounds, 8.5-inch
That's
dick.
pretty good. For only being 5'8" or whatever.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Anyways, anything else about the Colts or AR or anybody on that
Anthony
side?
Richardson still doesn't look
He didn't
like
look good.
Yeah,
no,
he still didn't look
he,
good.
he was against the Bears though, so that's a plus.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't look good against your bad.
Yeah.
Whenever you go against bad teams, you're allowed to not look good and still win.
Yeah, I still have faith it'll turn it around.
He's not getting MVP.
Let's get into the next game.
Yeah. So the Vikings absolutely obliterated the Texans 34-7. I don't think anybody saw this coming, especially like before the season.
I
but,
know
like,
someone that did.
Oh yeah.
Colin Cowherd.
Oh,
No.
Because he loves Sam Darnold.
really? That guy.
Oh, he's been bragging about Sam Darnold since day one.
He does love Sam Darnold.
I don't think it's Sam Darnold because I think the Vikings with Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores have the number 2 offensive coordinator or offensive coach, defensive coach like combo in the NFL behind Andy Reid and Steve Spagnuolo. And,
I would agree.
And I think that
Probably.
because I don't know, it's look at what they're doing with this team. Like you look up and down the Vikings roster. It's not like they have a whole lot of talent.
They have a lot of who's.
They have a lot of who's. Like you can't tell me that Sam Darnold like all of a sudden he's a top 10 quarterback again. He's not.
He was the one.
Stop it.
Wasn't he a number 1 overall pick?
No, number 2 or 3.
Oh,
Number 3.
Three.
He was behind. He was drafted. Who was drafted?
It was a
number 1 that year?
big quarterback class that year, and I'm blanking.
Oh, it was old
Mr.
Baker.
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 It was Baker,
Oh, it was
Josh
Baker.
Rosen, Sam Darnold.
5 in the first
There's
round.
5 in the first round.
Lamar was 32.
and Josh Allen.
Yep.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah,
He was
but-
3rd overall from USC.
Yeah,
To the
but
Jets.
I don't believe that Sam Darnold is that guy. I just think that this coaching is that insane. Now I think that they're carrying the Vikings to be honestly one of the best teams in the league right now. They beat the 49ers and then they just beat the Texans, 2 of the teams that I believe
They
are some of the
destroyed
best in
both
the
of
league.
them.
Yeah, they destroyed both of them exactly. But onto the Texans. I don't think this game is who the Texans are. I think they are going to come back fiery with passion under DeMeco Ryans. C.J. Stroud was flustered. With
He looked very sad on the
yeah,
sideline.
he did. Brian
Maybe he
Flores.
didn't get laid the night before.
Yeah, maybe not. Brian Flores just knows how to confuse young quarterbacks and
Yeah,
send.
he's proving to be a very, 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 very good DC.
Yeah, I was listening to another podcast talk about the game, and they got like all the stats on how many times Brian Flores blitzed 50% of the time. That's crazy.
Send him. Send the
He
house.
just you don't know. That's as I've been saying. You don't know if he's sending 3 or he's sending 8, but it just confuses all the quarterbacks, especially young ones. So C.J. Stroud looked very confused out there. But this wide receiver core on the Texans is legit. All 3 guys showed up and played well in this game. It's just that defense couldn't stop that Kevin O'Connell offense. And so props to the Vikings because they are
They're looking
doing
real.
They're looking real. They're doing more than I ever expected. Your guy, old guy, Aaron Jones. He had 100 yards on the ground and then another 46 through the air.
These old backs still got it. Derrick
Still
Henry,
got
too.
it. Yeah, Derrick Henry. Yeah, we'll get to him. Yeah, he had a game. But
Come
yeah,
on.
this Vikings team is scary because they're beating some of the best teams in the NFL.
I liked the memes after the game because, like, you know, last week it was the Bears and the Texans playing, and Caleb Williams was all, like, pouting all the way up to midfield, and C.J. Stroud's, like, tapping on the chest, like, keep your head up. Hey,
Oh, yeah,
and he's,
tried
like,
to
tried to
talk
walk
to
away,
him.
like, pull him
Yeah.
back. He's like, you can succeed in this league, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then C.J. Stroud's doing it this week, and Sam Darnold is, like...
You're all right,
You're
buddy.
good,
yeah.
buddy.
And, like, I like the
You suck. I took your lunch money.
At least you didn't play for the Jets and the Panthers.
Yeah. The AI like voiceovers are hilarious.
Oh,
it's
it's
like
so good.
I made you my bitch today.
Yeah.
Right? But
So funny.
anyway, what was the next game?
Eagles Saints.
Eagles Saints. So this is as close as the Philadelphia Eagles are going to get to the Super Bowl because the Super Bowl was in New Orleans this year.
Damn straight.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They look horrible.
They're bad.
The only reason that they
Saquon
won this
Barkley.
game is because the Saints beat themselves.
And because of the Pennsylvania boy.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon.
Quan.
Saquon saved them.
Yep.
And Dallas Goddard.
Yeah, yeah.
But
yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Jalen Hurts looked horrendous besides
He has all season.
Yeah.
that last it was like not even 2 minutes, but that pass to Dallas Goddard like definitely padded his stats to make him look better than what they were. But the turnovers, he just doesn't look like his normal self. I don't know what it is anymore. Philadelphia Eagle fans are calling for what's Sirianni's
Hey,
head right
Sirianni.
now.
As they should be.
Yeah, because
You guys are haters.
it's like wow, the field goals. we're gonna go 4th down.
Well, the longer Jalen Hurts stays removed from Shane Steichen, the worse he gets.
Yeah,
I
that's,
rest
that's
my case.
really,
I said that before the season starts. I rest it. The Eagles suck donkey cock, and that's
There you
it.
Rashid Shaheed missed a big one. That was like the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah,
Because
really.
all of his touchdowns come from like
50 plus.
50
Yeah.
plus. If he would have had that one, it'd been
Commanders win
but
division this year.
Commanders.
It's possible.
We are Commanders.
But yeah, pretty boring game. Besides that, but yeah, Eagles, they should be concerned. Yeah,
have
and the
Saquon-
only reason they won is because the Saints beat themselves.
If the Giants weren't so stupid and actually paid Saquon Barkley this offseason, or like didn't pay Daniel Jones and paid Saquon, the Eagles would be in some serious trouble right now.
Did you ever
Yeah.
watch?
Hard Knocks?
Yes, Hard
when
Knocks.
the guy's like, allegedly, he's going to get signed by the was the Lions or the Bears or something like.
Bears.
Yeah, that GM, I think it's John Schoen.
Shane.
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 Joe Shane.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
say
whatever.
Shane. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe
Anyway,
Shane.
as long as that guy's an idiot.
Oh, yeah.
Cleans be better NFL GM.
And his
And
coaches.
one-ton Terry.
His coaches were like, "Are you sure?" Because Saquon Barkley is by far our most popular player. And
Yeah,
I will
that
be
was-
sick to my stomach if he goes to
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, that was the owner saying that, John
Yeah.
John
And he's
Mara.
like, oh, let me
He's
go.
like, oh,
He makes all me money.
he's by far our most popular
He's about to cry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
going through it. Giants.
Well, they messed us up like 3 years ago when they paid Danny Dimes.
Hang on.
Pretty much.
Danny Dimes, 1 and 2.
You know what? Go buy Danny Dimes stock, Kean.
I'm just sticking up for him because I have to. He's on my dynasty team.
Yeah, that's how I
Fair.
feel about Rashad White. He's a dog.
He's ass.
Bucky Irving.
Yeah, Bucky Irving.
Touchdown. People in the league watch this content probably. Rashad White does good trade value.
No, he's so ass.
No, he's pretty bad. Okay, Steelers went.
Catches a lot
No,
of balls.
Steelers were at home, and they beat the LA Chargers pretty handily, even though it wasn't a huge score. But that's Steelers football. So Steelers defense looked absolutely dominant, and I don't care I don't know what people are saying about the whole T.J. Watt versus Joe Alt thing, but he dogged them in my opinion because
He
he
pulled
got
his pants down.
anytime he wasn't
missed that
chipped,
part.
which I'm gonna bet he was chipped probably 85% of the time, so it slowed him down a little bit. If he wasn't chipped, I mean, it was shown in that one late game sack where he got to Herbert, where he just killed him.
It was Heineken.
Oh, Heineke.
Or
Heineken.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was the beer.
Yeah,
How
that's
does he
right.
not have an NIL deal with
good
I
Heineken?
don't know.
Anyways, the whole defense was dominant. I mean, Minka was making plays. Their whole back end was making plays. Herbig got in there for a sack.
Good game from Herbig.
Real good game from
Yeah.
Herbig. So they're just TJ Watt is continuing to prove to be unstoppable, especially in like one-on-ones. Like you can't leave him one-on-one. It's just
Joe Alt was
proof.
reaching. 6'9" Joe Alt was like reaching out and
Yeah.
still
Yeah,
whiffed.
I
Yeah.
saw they only went one-on-one 5 times, and TJ Watt had a sack,
Yep.
2 QB hits, and a hold.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's your proof right there.
Welcome to
End
the
of
NFL.
story. Yeah.
What happened to that other play then? Just nothing.
I guess not. He must have blocked
Ain't
him.
Shocker.
Ain't
But-
knows what happened.
Yeah, I mean, you guys see that there are levels to this shit because you saw what he did to Max Crosby, and you saw what TJ Watt did to him. There's levels to this shit.
Yep.
TJ Watt is King Dog.
Oh, jeez.
Who's
He
better?
is.
Maybe
I agree he's better.
maybe
but we
Aiden
need to
Hutchinson's
pump the- we need
make
to
a
pump the
run.
brakes. Herbert is hurt. Justin
I'm
Herbert.
talking about.
I was getting there.
Herbert
I
wasn't
wasn't
good
saying anything
before.
about that. I'm talking about TJ Watt and Max Crosby.
Well, get to your point, Crop.
Yeah, anyways.
Defend poor Justin Herbert here.
I will, but I'll finish on the Steelers here.
finish on him.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
well,
Nice.
Steelers offense actually looked pretty good too. They're just rounding more into form with this Arthur Smith offense and learning it more and looking a lot better. And even this game was a little different too. They were a little more pass heavy. They didn't really get the run going quite as much. Naj was 18 for 70, so I guess he ran it a lot, but it was proof that it wasn't working. Justin Fields threw for 245 yards. And Calvin Austin had some big plays. Pickens had some big plays. Freiermuth was getting involved. Scotty Miller had a couple
no,
catches.
Freiermuth was getting targeted
Well, that too.
by Derwin James.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So their offense is looking pretty good with throwing that much. Justin Fields to get more comfortable, and then we go to the other side of the ball, the Chargers, where they just looked like complete hot garbage pretty much the whole time. Their defense was struggling the whole time against the Steelers' offense, which is
The Steelers.
saying something. Run game struggled, and because J.K. Dobbins has been hot, but he ended up running for 44 yards total.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they stuffed him all day long. They had some good throws down the field to, like, Johnston and McConkey, but that was about it. They were just stopped all day by the Steelers' defense. And then Herbert went out near the end of the game. And
Shouldn't have even played him that game. In
yeah,
general.
he seemed hobbled coming into it. And I don't know what they're thinking there. But, yeah, Steelers look pretty good. Chargers did not look so good this game.
As a Steeler fan, how do you feel about moving forward with Justin Fields another
I'm fine
week?
with it.
We gotta keep him till he loses. At least.
He's
He's getting better and better each
he's-
game,
he's
like
proven-
noticeably better.
Yeah, he's proven enough to me that he's going to take care of the football and make good decisions. We're only 3 weeks into it. Who knows what's going to happen? But he's proven enough to me, and probably to a lot of Steeler fans, that he's like, we're good to move forward with him.
Right now,
I don't see any reason. He's playing too good. I don't see any glaring reason to move on from him. Or
right now
move on from him.
PFF has him ranked like 8th.
Eighth.
Yep,
Eighth in
jeez.
offense, fifth in passing grade. Justin Fields they haven't even really ran him too much.
No.
Like, they haven't had to. He's actually been very disciplined.
Submissive
Submissive.
and breedable.
And this is very frustrating, honestly. As a Justin Fields fantasy owner, I want him to run.
He'll get there.
I want him running at least 20 times a game.
This game, Calvin Austin was the leading receiver. What did he get? What do you have?
4 catches, 95 yards.
Yeah, this is what I said whenever Roman Wilson was drafted. I said the Steelers should have drafted an outside receiver. Well, Roman Wilson's not even out there yet because
Right.
he's been injured.
Yeah.
But Calvin Austin is a playmaker in the slot. He was a leading receiver in this game. But now Roman Wilson's going to come back, and your best receiver from week 3 is going to be on the bench. So, dumbass.
I don't know if
he'll be on the
I don't
bench.
think he's going to be around the bench.
No.
He'll be involved.
He'll be involved. He'll still be on. He'll still be
know.
on the
go
field.
I just don't think he won't be able to play outside. He's like 5'8".
No, he won't play outside, I don't think. But
Maybe they'll work him into some touches, but I don't know. Calvin Austin has talent. He had a very good game.
yeah, he did. Cordero Patterson's
George
back.
Pickens is still that guy,
Oh.
balling against
He's
the
got
Eagles.
like sticky
Stick 'em.
glue. I
a
don't
whole
know.
lot of cum.
Whole lot of comp.
He's got stick 'em on those gloves.
The ball does not leave his hands if
No.
it gets touched. If he drops a ball, I'm shocked. Honestly, if it's getting thrown to him, I'm expecting to catch it every single time. The exact opposite of Deontay Johnson
Not
Hey, he
last
had a
time.
good game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when he was a Steeler.
Put
Okay.
some respect
Only
on
one
Deontay's
season.
name.
When that ball was thrown to him, when he was a Steeler, I was like, there's a 50-50 chance this ball's tipped up in
It's
the
like-
air
it's
and
like
picked.
A true 50-50
Yeah.
chance.
50-50 jump ball? No, it's just a crossing route.
Yeah. yeah.
All right, well, another game. Top 10 quarterback Baker Mayfield got
Yep,
pantsed.
you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
he's
He is
not
top 10.
He's not. That's Minx.
He is top 10 for sure.
No.
He had a bad week. Relax. It's like CJ Stroud.
He was
CJ Stroud's
drafted in
top
the
10.
top 10.
He was.
Top
Dropped
one.
in top
And-
one.
I'm saying in his respective draft.
Top 2, not
So
2.
was Trevor Lawrence, and
Ooh.
looks good. But
Hey, listen. Your brother's an idiot about Trevor Lawrence.
I know.
So was
I
Kyler
know.
Murray.
He's a
Kyler
dog.
Murray looks good.
Kyler Murray always looks good.
I-
I
Anyways.
tried to trade Carson weeks ago for him, and he held on to my Tillman. His stock is dropping fast.
It is.
Anyways,
The Broncos.
rookie QB.
Yeah, the Broncos beat the Buccaneers 26-7. It was a beautiful game from Bo Nix.
Beautiful.
No, he didn't light up the scoreboard. The stat sheet, his stats weren't that great. It was 25 for 36, 216, but no touchdowns, no interceptions. On the ground, he had 47 rushing yards. Bo Nix, he's not a superhero. That we knew this coming into the league. He's accurate, he's quick, he's a smart facilitator. If his guys can get open, he's going to get them the ball, and we saw that all game long. He was just saucing up the Buccaneers defense, which brings me to my Buccaneers takeaway. This defense is a problem. Through 3 weeks, they have 2 sacks total.
Yeah, that's
TJ
rough.
Watt gets that in like half
Quarter,
a game.
yeah.
A quarter. Like, as a team, they have 2 sacks. This Buccaneers defense has not been able to
The
pressure.
last 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, basically, yeah. After Renegade, then he gets
Yes.
2 sacks. But this Broncos team, they finally looked like a Sean Payton offense in this game, and they shut down a Buccaneers team that was dominant the first 2 weeks. Baker Mayfield was looking like a top 5, top 3 quarterback in the league, honestly, through 2 weeks.
He didn't drop that far then. He's still top 10. I never said he was top 3.
I mean,
It's basically the same as the Houston game, the Houston-Minnesota game, because, I mean, no one expected this from the Broncos. No one really expected this from the Vikings. Everyone expected the Texans to blow them out. People are expecting the Buccaneers to kind of...
I almost
Get
picked
through
the
this with
Broncos
ease,
to
and they're
dummy
just-
talk me out of it.
It just went the opposite direction for both of those games, so...
But yeah, all in all, Baker, I feel like will bounce back on track.
Same
Will
with
get back on
C.J.
track.
Stroud in their game.
Yeah.
He'll bounce back.
Yeah, but Bo Nix, this is a good step in the right direction. He didn't look as good as Jaden Daniels did this week, but Bo Nix looked good. He was doing Bo Nix things, which is
He
promising.
did look really good.
Jared?
Oh, shoot.
Packers-Titans game.
Oh, Packers
Beat
Titans. Packers went into Nashville. They must have had a good night on Broadway the night before
And
because they
after
woke up
Broadway.
ready to play.
They were throwing chairs
They're throwing chairs and
2 stories up.
Nah, we don't have any reports on that. Matt LaFleur had these guys ready. The backup quarterback, missing Jordan Love once again, but Malik Willis, he looked like he knew what he was doing. Everybody kind of wrote this guy off, shipped him out of Nashville. He came in for the revenge game. We had a revenge game this week, and he looked really good. Once again, Will Levis making boneheaded, dumb
Bill
mistakes.
Levis.
He'll figure it out. Give him time.
He'll figure it out. But
Give him
I mean-
a few years.
Matt LaFleur looked really good. I know Isaac probably has something to say about him. 'Cause
How about that defense?
He's a big Packers fan.
Jeff Hafley, man.
You were hating on him.
I was.
Yeah. You said I miss what's
Joe-
his face?
Joe Barry.
Joe Barry. I
What's
was
the
say Joe
shell
Barry.
defense?
Well, you get
And-
enough first-round picks in there. They're bound to be good at some point.
There's 8 of them that start. Someone's
Yeah.
got to play.
Yeah.
And sure enough, they have more interceptions right now than they had all last season. They're leading the league, baby.
Jeez.
Put some respect on Jeff's name.
Xavier McKinney.
Jeff Hafley, straight
John
out of
Money.
BC.
It also
Boston
helps
College.
that you went against cupcakes for
Anthony
quarterbacks.
Richardson was supposed to be good this year.
He's good at throwing picks, yeah.
Now, hang on. It's week 3. This guy's.
This is 18.
Oh yeah,
It's like seventh
only
start
his,
in the
like, fourth
NFL.
game, Yeah.
Bryce Young has started more games than him by like 10,
I'm just
11,
saying they have
12.
more interceptions now
Yeah.
at this
Oh, no,
3
yeah.
weeks than they had all last season.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
And Malik Willis is better than Jordan Love. I mean, he's just proven it day in, day out.
We pick
All
this
right,
guy up
ladies.
off the streets, hand him the playbook, he figures it
Yep.
out.
That means you
Generational
need 2
talent.
first rounds, 3 first rounds for Jordan Love.
No, I'll keep Malik Willis and trade him whenever he becomes a starter over Jordan Love.
Malik Willis actually made a little bit of a name for himself as he's going to be a serviceable backup.
No,
for
he'll be a
years
starter
to come.
somewhere, I bet.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys in the league that are serviceable backups that can start a few
Jacoby
games
Brissett.
here.
Yeah, I was gonna say this feels like a Jacoby Brissett.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah, J-Mo Winston.
Probably half the QBs in
Jameis
this
Winston
draft
should be
class.
starting.
Who? See Jameis Winston?
Yeah,
he
he's on
should
the
be
Browns.
starting.
He's on the Browns.
Yeah, he should. He
Russell-
That's what I mean. He should be
Russell
starting.
Wilson.
He gives us great content.
Serviceable backup.
He was in there for a couple snaps.
Charlie Batch.
Russell Wilson's always ready to play. He might be inactive, but boy,
He's
in
pads.
full pads.
He's full pads.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Black.
This just proves what I've been saying, that Jordan Love is not the driver of this offense. It's Matt LaFleur.
All right.
It's Matt LaFleur.
And Matt Stafford's not the driver of the offense. None of these. C.J. Stroud's not the driver of the offense.
Oh, I've said, yeah, CJ Stroud. I didn't even rank CJ
Who
Stroud in the
actually
top 10.
drives their offense then, Kian?
Aaron Rodgers.
Kyler
Yeah,
Murray.
He
Aaron
literally
Rodgers,
does.
Aaron Rodgers, you're right.
Kyler
It's
Murray.
not always a good thing.
Kyler Murray does.
I'm just saying, Shanahan's system, it's easier on the quarterback.
It is
Malik
easier on the
Willis
quarterback.
Malik Willis can come in and throw for 200 yards and 73 yards on
His
the
ceiling
ground.
is not as high as Jordan Love's. He cannot take Jordan, or he will not take the Packers, where Jordan Love can take the Packers.
I think they're close to the same guy. If Malik Willis was in the league 2 more years,
I don't think so.
I love that take. I love that take.
what does Jordan Love have? Jordan Love is known for his big arm, right? That's what he's got.
Yeah.
Okay, Malik Willis has a big arm,
He
and
does.
he can run.
Yes.
and his
That's what-
8.5-inch dick.
Yeah.
I'm saying that I think as far as accuracy goes, I think they're pretty close.
All right.
Oh.
That's fine.
I'm just saying I don't think the offense is going to get any better whenever Jordan Love comes in. They're just going to pick right up because the offense right
You're
now.
forgetting a
They
key
changed the
component in
game
this.
plan. Matt LaFleur changed the game plan for Malik Willis because he knows Malik Willis can't do what Jordan Love can do.
I don't
They
know
were
right
running
now.
the ball a lot more.
Yeah,
than
it
they
might
would.
change, but it's not going to be better. It's just going to be different.
Yes.
It's not going to change.
The
Right now
same,
they're
but
5th
different.
in yards and
You can't-
7th in points.
In the postseason, you can't turn around and hand the ball off 40 times or 50 times like they've been doing the last 2 weeks.
Good
Yeah.
if you wanted
Okay.
You'd lose the game.
Not necessarily.
They're gonna-
In high school, you might
Depends
win.
on the defense you're
All
against.
right.
Well,
Okay.
all right. That's not time. We don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's going to look different whenever Jordan Love comes back, but it's not going to be necessarily
I can actually
better.
start Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, or Christian Watson, or one of these receivers actually in fantasy when Jordan Love comes back. Right now, I can't start them. Only one of them.
Okay,
has-
That's
but they're
fantasy.
still winning and putting up points and
That's
yards.
that's
Are
the
still
point right
winning.
now. The point right now is to win.
Yeah.
Correct.
When you're going to the playoffs, you need to win the Super Bowl. I don't think Malik Willis. will
I don't think
ever be
Jordan
able to
Love can do that.
I think Jordan Love can do that.
No.
Jordan Love can do it.
Ain't no way.
He's a lot better chance than Malik Willis.
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah.
At least that, yes.
Yeah, okay. Sure, we can agree on that.
We're not gonna
I thought
do
you
that.
disagreed with that for a moment. But anyway,
No.
let's move on.
What's the next game we got here?
The
Oh, it's me.
Panthers.
Panthers and Raiders.
Hey.
Raiders.
Hey.
Yep. Andy Dalton He
This little red rocket.
Yeah, he took his little red rocket out and just flew it all over the field.
Dude.
Deontay Johnson, have yourself a game. Chuba Hubbard, have yourself a game.
Chubba hubba.
I mean, yeah, Andy Dalton made his presence known. He was like, yeah, I got over 40,000 career passing yards, and this is how I did it. I mean, your defense is terrible except for one player, but I still made some pretty good throws. Yeah, they beat the Raiders 36-22.
Andy Dalton is the first quarterback this season to have a game with 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton off the couch.
And Drew.
Yes.
And
Looking like Cornelius.
Gardner Minshew, not a good
swag.
game. Defense, not a good game. It just, I don't know if Andy Dalton got in their head or what happened, but
Well, we just knew this was going to happen.
yeah,
This happens every year. We're
Bryce
like,
Young's career's probably over.
I don't wanna go
Unfortunately,
that
unless
far.
anyone wants to trade
He
for
might
him
get
in
traded.
Dynasty.
Yeah, there's been
Bryce
rumors.
Send him
He'll
to
be
the
that second strike. He's a first round.
There's been rumors.
Send
Number
him
one
to the-
overall pick.
Dolphins.
Oh my god, this pissed me off when I saw it.
Here we go.
I don't remember what show it was on, but they said
Probably Coward.
Oh, because it's racist.
Yes.
Yeah, it was LaShawn McCoy
McCoy.
said it on his show on Fox Sports.
He said,
It's like
Wait,
a white
what?
quarterback would keep getting the chances. They benched him because he's black.
Yeah,
No, he did.
Yes, he did.
That's what they were saying. That's what LaShawn
Who was I
McCoy
gonna
said.
Who the heck was I gonna?
Whoa.
You see, Zach Wilson got benched.
Yeah.
He's white.
Yeah, we got benched for a white guy. So.
Okay, let me think about someone got benched that's white for.
Oh, Carson Wentz got benched for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Yep,
Right.
yep. And he was a number 2 overall or 3 overall. 3 overall. I think.
Carl Wentz? I don't remember.
He was a first round. I think he was top 10. I think he was third. Overall.
Yeah.
He was third overall. I know for.
Yeah,
And
Hurts
he
was a
came
second
second in MVP voting that year.
And he basically won the Super Bowl.
Pretty much. No, Big Dick Nick did.
Yeah.
He got him the one.
He's
Super Bowl.
got
He's
an
also-
8.5-inch cock.
Had him at 11-0 though at that time, and then
Yeah,
the
he
following season lost his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
End racism. Yeah. Quit
talking to you, LaShawn.
Quit talking about it.
Yeah, a little step back for that Raiders offense that I was praising specifically.
They were talking. Are they talking about benching Minshew just because after this game?
Yeah, I don't
For
know.
who?
Aiden
Aiden
O'Connell.
O'Connell.
He's got a stash, dude.
It's my brother-in-law.
Nice.
Yeah, he looks like Nick's brother-in-law.
Yeah, I'd
You're
rather
right.
Same
He
name
does.
too.
You're right.
I'd rather have Minshew.
Me too. I don't know.
I'd rather have Jimmy Garoppolo.
And think of Minshew Mania.
Minshew mania. Yeah,
I was in
fans can
I was
rally
in
around.
the Las Vegas airport because I was just out west, and in the airport there was a Raiders store.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
The mannequin was a Jimmy Garoppolo.
Of
I'm
course
like,
it was. What are we doing here?
They should bring back Jimmy G. Their sales would increase.
They should.
At this point, you're not playing for like you're not gonna make this playoffs, okay? So you might as well make some money. Jimmy Garoppolo.
that's why. What's the owner's name?
Mark Davis.
Mark Davis.
Mark
Oh, he's
Davis.
got the
That's
bowl
why
cut.
Mark Davis's girlfriend
That's
was
hot.
even in the picture. She's like, I thought Jimmy G was here,
You're right.
Yep.
That sounds fair.
Listen,
but
he
she
has
liked his
sales.
smile, so
Yeah. He's got a good smile.
settled.
Well, next game, as expected, the Seahawks absolutely obliterated the Dolphins without Tua. It was 24-3. Here's my takeaway for the Dolphins. The Dolphins should have kept Mike White or basically any other quarterback
Yeah.
with experience and pocket presence because Skylar Thompson did not look ready. Even though this is his third year in the system, he looked so bad. The free agent quarterbacks right now, I looked them up. Ryan Tannehill's out there
A
still.
former Dolphin.
Former Dolphin, yeah. C.J. Beathard is out
CJ
there.
beat hard.
Yeah, it's beat hard. Trevor Siemian, a former first-round pick, and Blaine Gabbert, another former first-round pick. Like I would
Blaine Gabbert.
probably, honestly, rather have any of those four guys.
Is
over
Paxton
Skylar
Lynch
Thompson.
still out there?
Is Blake
he's-
Bortles still
He
out
was
there?
bad.
But yeah, Paxton Lynch was bad. Blake Bortles is retired. He's probably
Blake
off doing
Bortles
construction.
made it
He's
title
he's
game.
working
Yeah, we
construction,
need
ripping
Smoking
cigs.
cigs, yeah.
That's the last I heard.
Yeah, but the Dolphins, I wish they would have kept Mike White because
They
anybody
should've, yeah.
other than Skylar Thompson can keep this offense afloat with these weapons that they have here. And I don't know, maybe Tyler Huntley might honestly start this week after he's been there for
Oh, yeah,
a week.
They have him. What are we talking about?
They
So,
should trade a 7th-round pick to the Titans for Will Levis.
No, he'll figure it out. Just give him time. But the Seahawks, here's my takeaway for them. I could definitely see this team making a run in the playoffs because they have the ability to win in all aspects of the game. Yes, they beat a terrible Dolphins team that is down in the dumps. They're basically trying to dig their way out of a grave right now. But the Seahawks team has looked impressive. Geno Smith has surprised me. He's looked good. He's look good.
What about your boy, Keandrew?
Oh no,
Get to the field?
he's just cooking. He's in the oven right now.
I know why they're doing so well. He's giving them the first team defense good reps at practice.
Exactly. Yeah.
That
exactly.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
He's cooking.
But this Seahawks team, even though they've won in gross ways against the Bengals and they didn't beat the Bengals. They beat the Patriots.
Patriots and the division rival, I think.
Rams, Niners,
No, they beat
Cardinals.
either of
That's their
those
division.
teams. Darn, I'm stupid.
Anyway, they're so good.
They've been looking really good. They're 3-0 right now. They're atop of that division while the Rams and the 49ers are beating themselves up. And
Charbonnet had a
Charbonnet.
game.
Yeah, this is going to be a good cracking
Yeah,
out to
they're
be a
not
good
even doing
division.
this with their stud running back.
Yeah.
A9.
This is cracking out to be a really good
On my
division
IR.
race, NFC West.
Actually, can't even be on my IR because he goes from questionable to out.
Yeah.
Then back to questionable to
Yep,
out.
you got to keep
That's
taking
why
them
I
out.
traded him this offseason to Benny Byler in Dynasty. I was like, I can't take this no more.
But I've been impressed by the Seahawks, so keep rolling.
He was a Spartan, by the way.
As he was, Michigan State. Cletus.
Lions and Cardinals. Honestly, this was kind of a shit game. The Cardinals only really played one half. Maybe even just one quarter.
Yeah, they didn't score after half.
Cost me my parlay,
they did.
Cletus.
Yeah, I cost myself $350 on this damn game, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, he did. I watched that happen.
Yep, he did watch it happen. For the Cardinal side on the offense, people were dropping balls. Kyler was getting pressured. Just everything was going wrong. The defense, they honestly, holding the Lions to 20, they did a pretty decent job,
Yeah, it's pretty
I'd
good.
say. Especially for how shit their defense is. Lions, they were just running a lot. They weren't doing many flashy things, mostly because they were just in the driver's seat most of this game. They didn't really have to do nothing.
Well,
The Lions-
They missed out on some points because Dan Campbell
They
kept going
did.
on 4th and
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, the Lions didn't score after halftime, but here's what the Cardinals did after halftime. Here's their drives. Interception, punt, turnover on downs, punt, turnover on downs, punt, field goal.
Like I said, they played one quarter.
I really just needed Kyler Murray to do a little bit in the second half, and I would have hit big on my parlay.
Nope.
So I don't gamble. All right.
And I had the option to cash out, but Cletus says no. Kyler's gonna cook in the second half. I said okay. He didn't cook anything.
Last week when the Lions lost, Dan Campbell's daughter, one of her classmates, leaked her address
Oh, yeah.
and said something about why you going for it?
Yeah.
F this guy. Why you going for it? Something like that. They had to move.
Yeah, he had to sell his house.
Jeez.
That's actually really funny. I like that.
Brutal,
That's
man.
terrible.
That's rough.
That's hilarious.
All right. Dan Campbell does go for it more often than he probably should.
Oh,
The analytics say go for it.
speaking of head coaches, I saw that last year the NFL, all the teams were paying fired or just
800 million.
yeah, $800 million to coaches
Fired
that
coaches.
weren't even
Yeah.
They
They aren't even coaching.
Yeah, they're just guaranteed so
Owners
much
are
money.
just burning money.
Pretty good.
Almost $1 billion.
Billions and billions.
All right, Cletus, what about the Ravens and boys? We were wrong.
Yeah, Ravens and boys. The score's way closer than it was.
Y'all
Cowboys
still
got one really lucky
You mean-
throw, with 3 minutes left, and the Ravens just ran out the ball because Derrick Henry was just running over these kids like they were just play toys.
25 for 152.
Yeah,
What a
like I
dog,
said,
dude.
Micah Parsons cannot stop the run.
You're right.
I said that last week. I'll say it again.
And I paid attention to it.
Yeah.
You're completely right.
I
Yeah.
know. Micah Parsons, only good for rushing the quarterback, cannot stop the run. And, yeah, the Ravens must have listened to the podcast and was like, you know what, Cletus is on to something.
Yeah, let's just run it.
And so they
Thank
just
you.
ran it the entire time.
Let's
And
take our 6'4", 250
Yeah.
running back and run it down the
they
throat.
destroyed him the entire time. I actually saw today that the Ravens have the best rushing defense but the worst passing defense in the NFL. So they're completely flipped.
Yeah, Nate Wiggins, as I said before the podcast, Nate Wiggins got
Torched.
He got torched, yeah.
Yeah, he got exposed royally.
Too small.
Yeah,
Too small.
Cowboys, you really weren't in this game at all. You just got garbage time point. That's what Dak does,
Dak
though.
is good
Dak
for that.
always gets garbage time points.
Yeah, but guess what's great about fantasy football? They don't
Don't
care.
matter. All
Yeah.
count the
All
same.
count the same.
And Dak's great at it.
Yeah. Ravens, they played a great game. Their defense had holes, but they played well enough to keep Dallas out of it the entire time, pretty much. And yeah, the Ravens might be back. They might. I don't want to say they are
into the game.
Yeah. No, I mean like they might be back in contention for after starting 0-2, but I don't want to say that yet because they lost to the Raiders last week, and yeah, they still don't have an offensive line, so that's still an issue. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was a good win for them. They really needed it. They could be like Joe Burrow right now, crying, but
yeah. 0-3. We'll move on to the next game. It was a very, very good game. The Rams came back and beat the 49ers 27-24. We'll start with the Rams. This team never fails to amaze me. Everyone on the Rams just buys into that next man up mentality. Tutu Atwell was having a great game. He was throwing to DeMarcus Robinson, Jordan Whittington, Colby Parkinson's been having a season. Like, this team is built full of who's, and they're
everyone knows Tutu.
Okay, everybody knows
so
Tutu.
so
Tutu's
small.
that guy.
He's 165 pounds,
He's
like
so
5'8".
small,
Yeah, but Rams are now 1-2. 49ers are now 1-2. But
Steelers are better.
But honestly,
Really?
Brock Purdy might have played one of the best games of his life.
Yeah, he played amazing.
He was trying to carry this team. He was doing some Mahomes stuff, some might say. He was scrambling out of the pocket.
No, let's not say that.
Let's
Let's
not
say
say that.
someone good.
Somebody
like
better.
Jordan Love.
No, definitely don't want to say that. He's playing like Kyler Murray.
Whoa. Oh, because he lost the game.
Yeah,
He lost the game, but he looks really good.
Brock Purdy looked really good, but how about your guys' number one receiver, Brandon Ayuk? Dude's been looking like ass.
Jawan Jennings is better.
That really pisses me off because I have him in 2 leagues, and
I don't think I even rated Ayuk in the top 10, so I'm happy.
I had him at like wide receiver 29.
I just hate this guy.
he's
Well,
really,
that's
He's
what happens.
been-
You hold out for training camp.
Yeah, he forgets how to catch because he's been jerking off.
apparently,
all offseason.
Jawan Jennings is just way better than him.
Jawan Jennings had one hell of a game. Let me get his stat line here. 12 targets, 11 receptions, 175 yards, and 3 touchdowns. There was some plays that like weren't even his touchdowns that he was just mossing dudes. Like,
Yeah, he
Like,
There
reached
was
over.
one he reached. Yeah.
he literally, he
Literally
just
mossed the
threw
guy.
it up high, and I'm gonna go catch this. But Brandon Ayuk has looked bad. Debo Samuel was out this game. Gonna be out for another couple weeks. Kittle was out.
McCaffrey has some serious problems.
McCaffrey. They put him on IR, and now they're talking about taking him to He went to a special
to
doctor
Germany.
in Germany. Yep. So
Because they
that
can
ain't
give
good.
you
I
I bet you
different.
don't play this year.
Oh, he's getting a hair transplant.
maybe
You can,
they're
they
all
can,
in Germany.
They can give you
No,
different
it's in
types of
Turkey.
drugs overseas that you cannot take.
Yeah, I
here.
forget
Yeah, that's
the name
what
of it,
that's
but
what
it's
UFC
like,
fighters do.
Not like blood cells, but
Stem cells.
Stem
cells.
cells.
That's what. I
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
from,
they-
from babies.
They do stem cells in like
They do.
Houston.
Yeah, but it's
It's
I've
a
heard
lot,
it's different
yeah, it
and
is
stronger.
different. It's a lot stronger. Yeah.
Overseas.
Yeah.
Kyle Williams looked good. This Rams offense just looked good coming back on the 49ers. The Rams are so hurt. The 49ers are so hurt. I don't know what any of these teams' futures is going to look like because the Rams still don't have a whole left side of the offensive line.
Yeah.
Now Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua are both on IR.
Yeah.
it's
they
only a matter of
get
time where Stafford gets hurt, honestly.
that would be of course everybody else gets hurt, but Stafford finally stays healthy.
Right. Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I got it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can still race.
Don't know what to take from this game besides it was an impressive battle, always is between McVay and Shanahan, but these teams are both very hurt right now.
It's a California thing. They're all snowflakes.
Yeah. Too soft.
yeah,
It's
they're
way too soft.
Need to get hard. Get
hard.
Viagra, Cialis. Get hard.
Lean right.
What's the purple pill? What's
Red pill.
red pill?
Yeah.
blue pill.
Take the red
Little
pill.
blue
They
pill.
No,
keep-
it's a blue pill.
They
Blue
keep
chew?
getting. They keep
Blue
getting-
Chew. Thank you. That's what I was trying to get to. Yeah,
That's what you mean.
that's what. Yeah.
I thought you meant getting red pilled.
I thought you meant
it's red pill.
Red
That
pill's
roofie?
like becoming a Republican. Blue pill's like becoming a Democrat.
No, I was thinking of getting hard. So I was
Those are
Blue
the
Chew.
pills, though.
Blue Chew.
I was thinking about Luke's mom.
All right, Jared, tell us about the Sunday night football game.
Oh, Sunday night football game. Well, I didn't have the whole day to watch football. I kind of had some other things to do, and I was
Damn!
like, I watched the Steeler game, of course. I watched some of the Cowboy game, but I came home. Was like, I just want to sit down and watch Sunday night football and just actually get my football in, like, where I can just sit and watch the whole
Football
thing.
fix.
Turn it on. Yes, I needed my football fix. Turn it on. Chiefs Falcons at Collinsworth's on the call. I said, son of a bitch!
As we all did.
I was so pissed off to turn on the TV because I didn't really pay attention to the games all day. I didn't know who the Sunday night game was.
Agreed.
To find out that Chiefs are playing and Collinsworth is in the booth.
We
just
already knew what was going to happen.
irritated me to no end.
Yep.
Right there. What Isaac's doing.
Yep.
Is
hence
what?
Our,
It was
hence
the whole
our,
night.
Hence
Why
our
are
newest segment
that call
we'll get into.
that
That
Chris?
Collinsworth
Yeah.
Blitz.
So,
It's all
anyway-
centered around,
Chiefs is what you expect every time you watch them.
Chiefs is the Chiefs.
The Chiefs are the Chiefs. They got 17 guys on the field. Some of them are wearing black and white stripes.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know if it's just because I'm not a Chiefs fan, but every time I watch them, I already know what's going to happen.
No, it's just 'cause they're good.
Mahomes does his thing.
Yeah.
Just enough. He hasn't even played well.
No,
But he
he's
did
been-
just enough to sneak by. Kirk Cousins, he's actually done pretty well in the prime time. The last 4 or 5 games he's played
he
in
get
it.
rid of that bad title.
He did. He should get rid of that bad title. People just don't remember it. But, I mean, he had this game. A pass interference is what kept him from winning this game.
Yeah.
And
That was missed.
remember last week when they called it for the Chiefs against the Bengals?
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, it's the same old Chiefs. Their defense did make a clutch stop at the end of the game, which sealed it. But
Kyle Pitts was attacked and molested on that play.
He was.
He
They
was
touched-
assaulted.
They touched him. They
was
touched him hard.
Mm-hmm.
They wrapped him up, took him to the ground, pulled his
touched
pants
him.
off,
And touched him.
and the ref said, "Clean."
Yeah, more or less, you might as well not even waste your time watching the first 3.5 quarters of Chiefs.
Pretty much.
Because you know what's going to happen at the end.
pretty much.
So,
Yeah.
Travis Kelce's still not involved,
yeah,
which is kind of a shocker.
it's surprising.
It's
yeah.
fun to
Yeah,
watch.
It's awesome, honestly, because
It's
they
great.
showed Taylor Swift last.
Oh, do you see all the Swifties on Twitter are
Yes.
like posting pictures of like him being wide open and like really threatening Mahomes?
Swifties,
Like
That's
Swifties,
hilarious.
dad.
Yeah,
they're
that's
breaking.
really
Yeah,
funny.
they're turning it into.
Well,
They're also very
Udunze's.
OB Senior. Yeah.
they're also
yeah,
very
Roma
like,
Dunze's dad too.
Oh yeah.
they hate Patrick Mahomes now because Brittany Mahomes supports Trump.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
You
Yeah.
you guys don't know why Kelsey's not catching the ball because he's busy politically campaigning for Kamala.
Yeah.
So he's not at practice all week watching film or doing
Pfizer
any
boy.
practices.
He's probably sore from his COVID-19 shot.
Probably is. So he's
Too many
literally
boosters.
busy endorsing. He's on the campaign trail right now.
You're right. That's
He
a good
also
point.
he also looks terrible. He's
Yeah,
got
he
a
doesn't
bowl
look-
cut and a mustache.
Yeah, what
It's
are
a
we doing?
terrible
If he fell off the
look.
face of the earth tomorrow, it
He's
wouldn't be
starting
soon
to.
enough.
He's starting to look like
Jesus.
the party you'd think. You know, he's
Uh-huh.
matched the style.
Oh yeah.
He might come
Come on,
back next
guys.
week with like pink hair, or blue
Yeah.
hair.
He
Yeah.
might act like,
Dutchies.
Caleb Williams.
But Rasheed Rice though.
Rasheed Rice is a true number 1 wide
Oh.
receiver. He's the only guy that there is to throw the ball to.
they got Juju.
He's washed. He can't. His job is to block, and he still can't even do that.
Carson Steele.
Touchdown.
Carson Steele, that's an exciting story.
Alligator.
Crocky J.
Crocky J. I love that story.
Justin Watson.
Meh.
No.
He's a
I
white
like
guy.
it. I
Sam
like
Jean Perrine.
Sam Jean Perrine is in the game. I was kind of stoked to see
I
him.
miss Pacheco.
That guy still exists. Pacheco running like a
One-
toddler.
One
He's
time,
out for
Samaje Perine.
6 to 8 weeks.
Isn't Cream Hunt gonna be coming up here?
No,
Way
they're not
soon?
gonna, I don't think they're gonna elevate him from the practice squad.
Gotcha.
But anyway, yeah, same old Chiefs. You didn't miss anything if you didn't watch it.
The Falcons did their best to stick with them
They
and
had
come
a
back.
chance.
Falcons played a good game. Kirk is actually like finally looking comfortable now.
Mm-hmm.
He's whipping the ball around the field. He's getting accurate again.
Basically,
They
he's,
still got to figure out those snaps.
he's getting
Yeah.
back from that ass whooping that the Steelers put on him.
I still believe in the Falcons. They're still a Super Bowl team. Still a Super Bowl team.
As long as their center can figure it out and not just chuck the
They're
ball.
winning the
Right in his own butt.
Yep. Or over the head.
Or
of
over
Kirk
that.
Cousins.
Yeah.
Besides that, you know,
Chiefs.
Chiefs is the Chiefs.
Yeah. All right. On to the Monday night games. Plural. 2 Monday night games this past week. First game was Jags and the Bills. The Bills absolutely shellacked the Jaguars. And there's not even much to... Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
You got to do one more for all 4 of Josh's touchdowns. Yep.
In the first half.
In the first half, 4 touchdowns by Josh Allen. He just took that. This was one of those Josh Allen games that he just took over himself. And in my opinion, it wasn't really your normal Josh Allen takeover, just because he was making the smart plays. He was making the short throws and letting his receivers do the things, and of course taking the deep shots and running it. And he was just dominant. He led the whole game, and he just didn't look back. They were just more or less messing around at the end. And
Yeah.
And Jaguars looked absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Obviously, according to the score, Trevor Lawrence couldn't do anything.
Nope.
He looked confused. He looked lost. He missed throws, obviously, and just Bills were pressuring all game, and Bills got ahead, and no shot for the
This
Jags
game
to
was
catch
over
up.
before it started.
Yeah, real quick.
It was over.
I raised the question again that I asked you guys last week. You guys were here. Will
No, I wasn't.
Doug Peterson be the first coach fired this year?
No.
I think he will be.
I don't think so either.
This team has showed absolutely zero signs of life this season. They got beat by the Browns. The Browns!
Browns
Shit show!
are not as bad as you guys portray the Browns.
Fucking terrible!
They need to throw it to
passionate.
Christian Kirk more. That's
Oh,
the problem.
gee.
Christian Kirk got a
Well,
bounce back
actually,
game.
I put him on my fantasy bench, so he actually caught passes this game.
Woo!
Yeah.
Nice.
But
Doug
no,
Peterson will not-
Jacksonville looked terrible all around. It just, it was pretty bad. Yeah, of course, Christian Kirk was their leading pass catcher, so
Still not enough. More targets.
Once
more.
it was like 28-3, I just changed it.
Yeah, pretty much.
At the end of the
Yeah.
first...
Yeah.
At the end
After
of
the
the first
DeMar
half,
pick, actually.
It was
That was
34
pretty
to
cool.
3. 34 to 3 at halftime.
The game was over.
Yeah,
I
it
think I watched till halftime.
It's over.
I need Trevor
Not a
Lawrence.
chance.
I need Trevor.
It's over, Joe.
Trevor Lawrence. It looks bad.
Yeah.
looks like there's no saving him. No. All right,
He's
let's
just
go
making
on.
up for all the losses he never had in high school and college.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
Regression.
Yep.
All right, on to a much more exciting game. A game where there were no punts or turnovers, which was the first time in
Since
probably
1946.
forever,
1940.
but 1940.
1946, I think it was.
I think it's
1940. It was
crazy.
84 years, and
That's
that was.
wild.
It's probably been forever because that was the.
They ran the ball.
Well, yeah, but I was gonna say they only took detailed stats starting in 1940, so it probably has never happened. Yeah, no punts or turnovers, and yeah, it was pretty back and forth all game. And Jaden Daniels is making his mark as a real dude, an absolute guy, absolute dog, and he carried this team, was passing the ball to everybody. Terry McLaurin came back to life. Luke McCaffrey had some catches.
That throw, whenever they had 10 guys on the field, he just whipped it up, perfect dime right to Terry McLaurin in stride, insane.
He looked real good.
My rookie of the year pick, fellas. I just want to say, Jaden Daniels, rookie of the year.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Kean,
Right
relax.
now.
It's only week 3.
He looks really good. Way better.
He
than
looks
all the-
good, but it's only
Yeah.
week 3, Kean.
Yeah, and but on the Bengals side too, you may say Joe Burrow's garbage, but he can obviously still sling it. He's still got good accuracy, and him and Jamar Chase are still connected. And
Yeah,
he
give
looks
that
real
stat
good.
line. Give that stat
I don't think he's garbage. The defense is
The defense.
God
Look,
awful.
it's bad.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Non-existent.
I was gonna say yeah. So Joe Burrow was 29 for 38, 324 pass yards, 3 touchdowns. That's pretty good,
That was Andy Dalton.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Joe
Andy
Burrow,
Dalton did it first.
Yes.
Joe Burrow had a hell of a game. Jaden Daniels obviously had a breakout. Kind of breakout for his rookie season.
His best game so far.
Yeah, easily. But yeah, the defenses on both sides, absolute garbage. Pretty bad.
I saw right before we came on, started the podcast. I saw one of the sports people where it was saying that Joe Burrow didn't play well enough to win this game.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I was
garbage.
like, wow, that's a great take.
Yeah, they should put him on defense to try to sack Jaden
Yes.
Daniels.
I was like, I mean, throwing what he throw 330,
24.
324.
Yeah, and 3 touchdowns and no
Well,
picks and what more can you do?
This actually is Joe Burrow's fault. He should
Okay.
never sign
He
in
took a
Cincinnati.
bigger contract
Yep.
than
He should have left after his rookie deal.
No, I think this is just a big flop by Lou Anarumo's defense. This
Yeah.
isn't what they normally are.
Yeah.
This just was a big flop by them, and Jaden Daniels took advantage.
They've let a lot of defensive free agents walk. They've let a lot of defensive walk in free agency, and I think that's starting to catch up to them.
I guess Jesse
only
Bates,
one
he's
you
been
should let
gone for a little
walk.
while now.
I think they just only know how to
Corners.
play the Chiefs.
Huh?
They only know how to play the Chiefs.
They got the
So you
Chiefs.
guys better start rooting for them
Why?
so you knock the Chiefs out in the playoffs.
No, Steelers
Oh, for the
will do
Bengals.
that.
Rooting for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steelers will do that.
The Steelers are not knocking the Chiefs out of the playoffs.
Yeah, so anyways, that was a really exciting game to end off the week 3. It was just back and forth, no punts, no turnovers.
Crazy.
Just solely because the defenses were garbage. That made for a great game for both teams here, but Jaden Daniels looks pretty good. All right. That wraps up week 3, so let's move into our Chris Collinsworth Glaze segment.
It's a perfect week for the name of this segment.
It is.
You want to go first, Cletus?
Yeah, let's
Who you
get
glazing?
into it. Who are we glazing
I'm between
this
2
week?
people. I think I'll go Nick Herbig. Breakout game for him.
On
Yeah.
19 snaps.
On 19 snap. That's crazy.
Yep.
Eight pass rush snaps. He had 3 pressures and 2 sacks.
Yep.
1 quarterback hurry.
Yeah. I mean, it was his breakout game, and Highsmith was out, wasn't he?
That's why Herbig
Yeah, he got
came
hurt.
in.
Yeah, he came in,
Yeah.
and I mean, the Steelers always have pass rushers.
Yep.
You could have never heard of the guy, and then he comes in and has a breakout game, and you're like, how do the Steelers keep doing this? So I gotta give my flowers to him.
Yeah, well deserved. He's a dog.
Cody, you got somebody in mind?
Yeah, I got a couple. We'll probably all have the similar ideas. We just talked about it. Gotta be Jaden Daniels. He looks good. You can't not say it. Rookie quarterback in that Commanders offense with Cliff Kingsbury. He's finally getting it to everybody, and their running game's lighting up, and he's rushing, and he just looks very, very good and very promising for the rest of the season and his career.
Isaac, you got somebody?
I was thinking, Daniels, Brock Purdy, but I'm going to give my flowers to Sam Darnold.
All right. I thought you were
Fair,
gonna. I
yeah.
swear you were gonna say somebody on the Packers. Okay,
No.
go ahead. Yeah, Sam Darnold.
I'm unbiased.
Jaden Reed.
Sam Darnold, I mean, there's 3 or 4 franchises have written him off. The Jets, the Panthers, the Niners. Like, good for him. He had talent coming out of college, and he's just finally getting a chance to display it.
It's like a
And-
Baker Mayfield story.
Yeah, I mean,
finally
you
landed
can,
somewhere.
you can say he has the greatest coach and whatnot, but like he still has to go out and make throws.
Yep,
Like Trey
gotta make
Lance couldn't
plays.
make the throws that Brock Purdy makes.
Yeah.
very true.
So Sam Darnold, congratulations.
Bill Belichick said that everybody he's talked to has liked Sam Darnold in their building, except the Jets. I'm like, the Jets drafted him.
That's
why,
Jets football.
Why would you draft someone you don't like? But then I was like, it's the
They
Jets.
want their
suck.
guy to be high.
I was gonna
Like the
go to
Jets.
class, and then I got high.
The
So-
Jets want their guy to be high.
Mink, who are you
All right,
then?
Mink, who we
Your
glazing?
Club
Mine isn't even like necessarily for stats because I mean, this person played a great game, but
Yep.
the stats might not look like that. But
Sure.
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Just because I appreciate his leadership. I mean, you expect a guy who's been in the league forever, 36 years old, to be a leader on the team, but he's just like the way he instilled confidence in Tutu Atwell and just all the other players around him that needed to step up, like Kean said, that next man up mentality. He was able to bring his team back into the game and win a big divisional rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, no, yeah, that's well
Yeah, it's
earned for
well
sure.
deserved.
Yeah,
That's
the
what
guys
I like
he
that.
was throwing to is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering his best one was Tutu Atwell.
what's the other guy? Henderson?
No, Jordan Whittington.
Whittington?
Demarcus
Tony
Robinson.
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 And
Robinson.
DeMarcus
That's what I was
Robinson.
thinking. And I have Whittington on my bench. He didn't really do too much, but
He was out there starting.
right,
But
kid, who's
I have
glazing?
to highlight Jawan Jennings.
Yep.
The
Okay,
game that
I
he
was
had,
hoping that
yeah,
someone would.
12 targets, 11 receptions, 175 yards, and 3 touchdowns. This guy was carrying the San Francisco offense. Brock Purdy and him were lighting it up. Who would have thought that the wide receiver 3 on the 49ers was going to be the best one? He looked phenomenal. Like, game of his life. I don't know if he's ever going to do it again.
nah.
Yeah, you can't even
But-
say that it was the system
He
because
will.
he was making crazy catches.
I mean, crazy.
Yeah, he was.
Especially
George
when you have-
Pickens level catches.
Yeah.
all the stars that are ahead of him, like Ayuk and Debo, and I mean McCaffrey's not in right now, but then you got George Kittle. I mean, good for this guy stepping up.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe.
He was
I mean, he
locked
just
in.
got re-signed, so he's not. It's not like he made himself any more money because he should have had this last year. Jawan, you should have done this last year.
Dummy.
He's on like a 2-year, $9 million contract, but phenomenal game from Jawan Jennings. He did his part trying to keep the 49ers
I did my
in it.
part.
Actually, no, he dropped one.
I'm sure.
No, he
Jawan
didn't catch
Jennings
one
Oh, yeah.
target.
will
Yeah,
have
let's
this
see.
game
Who
against
knows what
the
happened
Packers in
there.
the postseason.
He did drop it.
Seems
And
like
you'll
you
be
will.
pissed.
And I'll be pissed, and I'll just have to get drunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
It will happen again. No, put Cavs against the Packers in the playoffs.
Yep, more than likely. All right, that's a good wrap up. Well, we're going to wrap it there. So, if you guys have any suggestions, feedback, questions, comments, concerns, any of that stuff, or any of that,
any of that stuff.
Comment down below.
Any
Send
sort
us a
of
message. Send us an email. laststopsportstalk@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And I think that pretty much wraps it, huh? Nothing
Yeah.
else from the full barn.
No, see you in a
We're
few
missing
minutes.
Carson, actually.
Yeah, we are missing.
Well,
You're right. He's still good.
I'm sure he'll have some good stuff to say for the preview episode.
You're right. Yep,
We'll be
so
back
that'll
in
be
the
the next
same
episode.
clothes.
Yeah, we'll be back. So catch us on that one.